Okay, it is Sunday 8:08. We have a new weekly, and thankfully it's actually up on time. I was getting worried that that might not happen. Um, we have some stuff. We have chocolate, carrot, melon, pita bread, garlic, popcorn, pineapple. Everything else is not necessarily irrelevant, but less necessary. Uh, Decent amount of snipers, but like mixed bag. I guess technically the tamarind, but like not really because of trumpets. So that's sort of a dead unit. Flycatcher, royal flycatcher, dolphin, poison dart, frog, leopard, snake, bear, kind of a skunk, I guess, and like there's like some other like hurt triggery, badgery like stuff, but that doesn't really count. You're not gonna put pineapple on that. Scaling, there's quite a bit, and it's varied too. It's not just always straight scaling, because there's levels scaling. We got the fishes, we got starfish, clownfish, so different types of scaling there. Uh, I'll go like sort of panda, but not really. And nothing really in tier 4 unless you want to cut a lobster. That's more for pivoting. But a good amount of tier 5s. So seal, moose, monkey, poodle, and then dragon in the end game here for tier 6. Solo scaling, kind of Doberman Buffalo. I think that's basically it. No bat for weakness, but we do have microbe, which I think there's a lot of people probably gonna be running garlic early, is my guess. And that's the main stuff. As far as combos and themes, definitely there's some spawn team stuff. Sheeps early maybe. Watch out for the flycatchers, even though you can't control that, so there's not really something to watch out for. But you have that. Then you have poison dart frog to go with it. You have shark for spawning units. You have fly for that. Highland cow sort of, but not really. German shepherd is more like that. And then the bear, of course, getting its shots off. Then we have the more scaling teams, which I think honestly the linchpins or the if you're trying to maximize your chances of winning, going for monkeys and poodles is probably going to be the way to get there. So maybe keep in mind trying to keep an early-ish unit that you're going to have so you have another tiered unit. That's basically, I think, if you're trying to win, what you're going to do. That said, there's also buy-sell with Buffalo, a good amount of buy-sell units, to be honest, and then you stick a starfish in there, and you can get something going, I think. I do think, though, that a catfish is a straight-up trap. Maybe if you had a level 3 otter plus a catfish, but even then, that's like not that much at all. Like it's not worth it. Catfish is a trap. Don't do it. If you do it, then Godspeed. Gecko also a trap. There's no toys, so stop. Okay, just stop. I almost forgot to change it back. That would have been disastrous. Well, not really disastrous, but I will take these. I think a beaver is pretty good. I don't think there's anything. I mean, the seahorse can definitely mess up spawn teams later, so that's something to keep in mind. But powerful crooks. Everybody in government. Oh my God, he's so based. Oh my God, he's so based. Anyway, what have we done on the stream this week? How did I lose? Because I have no attack stats. That's how. Well, that's just weird. I shouldn't have done that like that. It made no sense. It made no sense to do that like that. Anyway. I'll save this. I'll level, then I'll buy, and blah, blah, blah. So we had pad as usual. We had some stuff as usual. We had some not as usual additions, though. And look at this, 2 for 1. So I think we're going to win. We played. So I decided to play one of the games that came out on the Epic Games Store. Sheep is a great place to be. And then one of these. And now stick you up here and you here. Awesome. So it was like Dodo Peaks or something was one of them. It was like it felt like a mobile game, but it wasn't. I don't know. It was weird, but either way, that game was okay. And then today we were trying Black Book, I believe it's called. It's like a deck builder game with a story based on sort of Russia related like lore or mythos, I guess would be the word that you would use. Honestly, I'm gonna save up some money here. I don't think there's any need for a level 3, and we are eventually gonna sell this otter. So I'll do this, and then that lets me save the level for the next turn. We're investing. We're investing! And then we did some other stuff too, I forget. I'm blanking, I don't know what it was. But we did other things. I think we can still draw this with the sheep. We can win this with the sheep. Okay, sheep's going crazy. Take this. My instinct was like, parrot's amazing. I'm like, wait, it's not last week, it's this week. Parrot probably still has, like, you can copy the sheep, and that's definitely good. I think there is some merit for taking this skunk though. Oh, well, hold on, we're on tier 3s. Yeah. Let me get a bunch of gold. Well, you're a really big unit. You know what? I don't even care about you. Let's take this. Oh, there's shrimp too. I like completely forgot about the shrimp. Yeah, so buy, sell, even better for that reason. Doesn't really make sense to do this, I'm gonna be honest. I like that though. We could consider this. I'll think about it. In my brain, I'm thinking this skunk's gonna be long term, so that's why I gave it that. It might not actually be the case. Unfortunate. Well, I guess we got both sheep spawns, but not quite enough to snipe, or not quite enough to beat the snipes. We're sort of off pace here, which is a little awkward as far as leveling goes. I think I'll do that just to save money, maybe. And this gives us a chance. This is a buy, not a sell, so we don't really get that benefit. And then I like that. I like that even better. All right, so we're gonna tomorrow. Next turn's gonna be a big turn for us. 2 levels, 2 tier 5s, monkey, poodle, something along those lines. We are definitely not beating this team, but that's because they got a good clownfish base, so that's, you know, fair enough. I don't remember if I had talked about this last week or not. Okay, not what I want to see. Not really what I want to see either, but if I buy this and then buy a starfish, I can fuse the starfish and get a level, which is good, I guess. I have to sell 2 units to do that, which seems questionable, I would think. Especially if I sell the one that would be giving a buff. Which makes me feel like I need to sell this, which makes me feel bad because of the garlic that I put on it. But okay, here we are. Okay, level. Alright. This will give me 6 gold. Alright, great. Put you up front, and then I don't even think it's a great seal week. The shark's probably not that great either, though. Let's just toss this out here, I guess, for this turn. I don't really know what's going on. I don't remember if I had mentioned this, but I had seen an ice cream truck. So, okay, that's cool. Holy moly. Clownfish going out of control over there, huh? How'd you get so much stats on that guy? Anyway, sometime in the last week, I heard ice cream truck music going on. I'm like, oh shit, ice cream truck? Look outside. What do I see? A completely different ice cream truck. I went from, like, have never seen ice cream truck here to, what the hell? 2 ice cream trucks? What's going on? Awkward, I don't want to buy this and have it get leveled. Which is why I'm not doing this yet. Not good. This is not looking good. Well, I mean, I could abandon and try to do a Doberman, I guess. And then get rid of this. Makes me feel like a lot of this has not been good value. Give 3 pets from the current shop tier or higher. Hit the seal. Thank you. If I have to, I guess I would probably do that. Ooh. Would I rather wait and then... Yeah, okay. I still think this is not looking good at all, but, you know. No, why'd I buy the clownfish? Alright, I'm throwing. Oh, okay, we're dead. There was a reason I had paused it. There was something in the back of my brain that was like, oh, hold up, don't buy that clownfish because there's a good reason for that. Yeah, there was a good reason for that. There definitely was a good reason for that. Okay. Okay. I guess I just freeze this. I have to sell you. What am I talking about? I have to sell you. Okay. Interesting strategy. Interesting strategy by me here. I mean, it's a level 2 Doberman and it's gonna get help from the armadillo and, you know. Okay. I started out hot there and then just immediately lost a lot of times in a row, so that part's not necessarily great, but level 2 armadillo, that will be one that I will save. Buy, go to 4, sell, go, yeah, this works. Okay, and then go here. Yeah. Might even be worth saving that, but chocolate might just be better. Okay. So, yeah, the ice cream, the reason I knew the ice cream truck was different, was because, oh jeez. That did not go so well. Wait, death touch? Death touch plus lots of health? Okay, wait a second, maybe it works. I also just realized this gives everyone that health. I kind of completely forgot about that part. I guess we have to get rid of you, huh? So that we can keep... This is... You know what? This is not a good strategy. Having to do this, but then also having to buy a tier 5 at the end every time? Probably not a good strategy. If I have to. And then roll again, I guess. I mean, that's better. Well, not by much. It actually, like, barely at all. I mean, it's better, but not by much. Okay. Leveled dragon would have really helped down here. Yeah, I don't know about this one. I'm here for the ride. It's okay. What else is going on? The World Track and Field Championships started this weekend. There's been some crazy nice stuff going on. Oh, we're so super dead, right? Wait. Death touch? Oh, we're still dead. Okay, so we fell apart. We fell apart pretty quick, but it's okay. We had potential setup and got 2 level tier 5s that were not really my cup of tea. Yeah. This is good too. Let's go with underwater millionaires. That's where they... Oh no, that's not billionaires. Never mind. Underwater birds. There's some birds that do that. the 100-meter men's finals was tonight. Pretty fire. Noah Lyles all of a sudden proving that he is indeed that guy. Trying to get himself to Bolt, Usain Bolt status. This is a good lineup to me. Okay, that's great too. I honestly don't even know how this works now. Summon a 1 level, so if I leveled it, whatever. We'll figure it out later. We'll figure it out later. But yeah, and then Jakob Ingebrigtsen is just way too good at the game. This man is crazy good. He was boxed in like crazy, found his one window right before the end, still made it happen. And then on the last like 1:15, gestures to the crowd as he's like catching up to pass everyone, and he's like, "Let's go, cheer for me." And then they did because he owned. I mean, we are in a pretty decent spot for this whole buy-sell thing, but I don't really want to buff any of these things, and the Dolphin's just kind of always good. So I guess I'll do this and ruin my chances. Summon 1 level 4. Some 1/4/4 level 2. I don't know what. Like, I'm just gonna hold on to you to like sell you later for starfish things, I guess, and probably get you in there as well would be good. So we'll probably merge the beavers and then put in a chinchilla, sell the chinchilla, and then put in the Hercule beetle, and then, you know, whatever. Not big enough. They got a big team over there. Oh, speaking of animals that have teeth, I, in fact, saw the woodchuck yesterday or 2 days ago. I was worried that he might have got because I hadn't seen him in a while, and I'm obviously assuming that he's a he because I'm, I don't know, sexist or something. I don't know. I don't know. It's just what I think of when I think of animals. I think of it as a dude. Anyway, I saw him doing his normal thing, posting out the side of a shed, laying out in the sun. He looked great. But it was glad to know he didn't get got. I'm about to get got here, though. All right, fair enough, Mr. or Miss Emma. Anyway, we got levels. Seems like a good situation for a buying, selling team situation, maybe. Let's go Big Beaver. Oh, that works with that too. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, well, there is some interest to try to do it with the Herculean beetle. But, you know, it's not even close to leveled, so let's do that. And then let's toss this out there. Double Dolphin is pretty tempting. I don't know how tempting, though, because we're going to be on tier 4, so it's not that tempting. Yeah. I mean, this is a pretty good team with the lobster. We just need, like, another unit that I actually want in here. I think the garlic is needed to hold us over because we're going to be running into some bad boys. Like, this team is kind of a problem. Yeah, that's a tough one. One more attack. How would you tell if it's a woodchuck? Is it like a beaver without a tail? So it's funny because I mentioned this to Dem the other day, and he had a very similar question. How do you, like, okay, obviously it's not a beaver because of the water and whatnot. But then he dropped the, how do you not know it's a groundhog? And I was like, okay, that's a good point. Because these 3 animals all kind of sound like they're the same thing. And they all kind of look like the same thing. To be fair, they do kind of all look. This not being leveled is a problem. So I sort of don't want to do the buying, selling anymore, if I'm going to be honest. But I will start here. I mean, I feel inclined to do that now. Let me sell this. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Why'd you buff him? Alright, get this in there. Just because it's gonna be better than most other options. I forget how I explained it, but basically it was like, okay, they all are sort of brown furred animals, but then they all have their own quirk a little bit. And that said quirk is woodchucks have beaver-like teeth, but don't have the water strats. Okay? Groundhog doesn't really have the same level of teeth, and they're not water strat. That's how I think of it. Now, whether that's a good way to think about it or not, I'm not trying to, you know, I ain't trying to act like I know. But that's how I think about it. See, now I'm just tempted, and it's so far too late to be doing this. I'm definitely not doing this. We need the space. It just must be done. Okay. None of that helps me. I might need to do this for now. Well, we can't do that because I wouldn't be able to buy a unit. If I have to buy this, I guess that's what I'm buying. That would be pretty good. I need us to not draw. I need us to not lose really bad. I need us to not lose this turn really bad. Really, really bad. That's a big beaver back there, man. But we got enough. We got enough. Okay. Huh. Okay. Start here. Tier 5s are good. It's not really what I'm looking for. It's weird because if you do platypus, you ideally want 2 slots so you get both things to spawn. I think we're just gonna have to settle for not that though. I also think this just isn't good for what I'm doing. And this is sort of similarly not good for what I'm doing. So, buy this, sell. Okay. As long as it doesn't hit the thing that I'm like putting in there, then that's a good place to be. It's always gonna get the lobster buff, I understand that. But as long as this buff doesn't hit, which sometimes it could. It can only do that on like chinchillas and a couple of other spots, but regardless. Get 3 trades from the current shop tier. Alright, we don't have that going on. I mean, you kind of are what you're looking for, but I don't really know how we're supposed to fit you in. I guess we would, if the buff hits the beaver, well, I mean, you know what? This is the opportunity. We can then sell this thing. Well, not this turn, but we can then sell the Herculean beetle so that then the buffalo maybe gets some buffs. That is just too big of a guy. That is simply too big of a guy. And then there's the monkey. And then there's the monkey. We can end with the monkey, I guess. Okay. It's not even worth putting it into the beaver. It's purely for the sell and the buying value. That's not really worth it either, because that doesn't actually do anything. That doesn't actually do anything. Okay. I guess I'm doing this and this. I think we are not gonna get there. The buy-sell is just too hard, man. It's too difficult. And we're gonna get skunked anyway. We're gonna get goddamn skunked anyway. Alright, well, I gave it 2 shots. You've seen me give it 2 shots. I am no longer going to try this buy sell thing. Granted, I think the starfish showed up a little. The level 2 version of the starfish not kind of quick enough. Maybe also need shrimp at the same time. I don't know. Maybe the lobster is too fun with it, trying to keep the unit that you put in at the end being buffed. Maybe you just need that space. I don't know. But either way, there you go. We'll give it a run. We'll try to do something a little more stable. Try to actually get that first 10 win next time.